Astérya they stayed behind. Néria touched my arm with care. She said a field was close to us, a flower loved by Selarian air. I have never seen the angel lily, only heard the elder's name is light. So I was glad to walk with her through Blackmoon cold and pine white. Pyriko came beside our feet, small and sharp and old in tone. He said the lilies died long ago when dark had poisoned air and stone. He faded fast after the fracture, when sickness entered root and ray. A flower made for cleaner breath could not keep blooming through that stain. Miles through frozen green, Néria kept her eyes ahead. I thought I would see living white instead. The field was pale and dead. Every stem was bent and dry, every open face was gone. I did not know its living shape, but I knew a flower should not look wrong. Pyriko looked and lowered his head. This is how they ended then. They bloomed once more and failed again. Néria stood too still to speak. The hope she held had come apart. She said Kale's white had woken them, but had not healed the buried heart. I know the thing come right away, of roots and flowers in ash and stone. I asked if all we saw back there would fade when left alone. She did not lie to make me come. She held the answer carefully. It was much stronger there, she said, but yes, it still may be. I kept the truths inside my chest, not as fear and not as blame. A land can stand and still be safe. A flower can bloom and die the same. The temple had not changed below. Its empty halls still held their breath. Pyriko stopped before the doors, refusing air that smelled of death. He said the miasma left inside was more than we should understand. We couldn't do what he could not, so Néria took the first step in. We went down with scope for cold, past broken beasts and claws in dust. Some came at us from dark interns. We ended them because we must. At last, as CX said before, the path closed in and would not heal. Beyond holes kept their written marks, like wounds that never had been sealed. My body lines I could not read. We have no file known to me, yet something in the stone felt set, a warning without shape or plea. My hand moved close before I from behind us, sharp and cold. A soldier cut the air by noon.
Do not touch that, Dracar.
Selarian stood there, white in the dark with spear in hand. His eyes found me with old distrust, as if my blood had stained the land. I knew that look I did not move, his hatred had a practiced form. It was not born from only me, but carried down through grief and storm. And his gaze moved past my face and reached Néria where she stood. The anger left him all at once. The spear fell hard on temple stone. I heard a weapon strike the floor. Néria drew a breath too thin. Fear crossed her first from all her pain. Slowly entered in. She felt what I could only see. Shock, hope, and hurt held back. The Selarian stared as if the dead had opened one returning track. I stood beside her still and dear. This was not my place to break. Whatever wound had found her name, it was not mine to take. He wanted words and held them back. I saw the choice move through his face, then soft and raw beneath the stone. He spoke her name inside that place.
Néria, is it you?
She looked at him with startled eyes.
How do you know my name? I have never met you.
Pain crossed him before he closed. She felt it faster than his pride. She stepped toward him, gentle still, and let no sharpness stay inside.
I am sorry. I did not mean to hurt you.
Her kindness changed the air he wore. I saw it bend and said no word. The same soft line in both their faces. He bent and took his spear again, not like a threat, but like a weight. He shook his head and answered low.
You had no way to know.
The temple held its breath around us. The old hatred did not leave, but something older stood before his soul. Summons his hope and heart to breathe.
My name is Uriel. I know your name. Because you are the little sister I lost.